Hi, Shalom.
Shalom.
Brothers from Great Millstone coming at you with another live lesson. Prior to getting started, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and this particular epistle, right, is going to be predicated on the bread and circus, right, of late. My brother, hey, Azaria, mute your mic, bro. Well, everybody mute your mic if you're not speaking. The water. But nevertheless, this video epistle is going to be surrounded by the bread and circus as of late, right, and how it's taken, right, 2/3 of Jake, man, right, which there's more, but the ones that I've been seeing lately or as of late is the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson thing, okay, and then you have what the whole Michael Jackson movie, man. All right, one must ask, why has this become relevant again? All right, hey, Esau has used one of the biggest and most captivating, singers to get you back under his umbrella again, man. All right, to pull a wool over your eyes again. Okay. And matter of fact, we could start off with that Ecclesiastes 7:7, man. Babakashah. I know the brother had it, but if anybody else want to grab it real quick, I know you're having some technical difficulties.
I got it if you want me to bring it out.
That's fine.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart."
That's right. And I'm gonna get you to go to the next verse, but I wanna focus on that first verse, man. All right. It said what? Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Why does it make the wise man mad? All right. Because the wise man understands that, which that wise man is representing who? The elect. Okay. Those have been woken out of the slumber and, basically brought back on the good side, man. Okay. Which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Those that have the understanding that they are in oppression, okay, that we are the chosen people, all right, and then 2/3 of our people are basically under the spell of Esau Edom. We understand those things. That's why it makes us mad. You see, we have to, continue to live on in this oppressive state. But nevertheless, all right, it says a gift destroyed the heart. All right, and the gift doesn't have to be a physical gift, saying like, from me to you. All right, a gift can be something, all right, that basically pleases you, man. All right, and that's what Esau has done. Esau have given the people something in which satisfy their spirit, or more or less, morally giving them something, man. Okay, giving them a topic to talk about. You see, and that's what I was getting at with the whole, Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson thing, man. All right,
Got a quick one for you.
Con, let him get this the rest of that, and then I'll get your precept. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 8, it says, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit."
That's right, man. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning, because first and foremost, we getting out of here, man. That's getting out of this captivity, getting out of this prison system. You see, we getting out of here. Better is the end of the thing. Okay. Well, read the latter end.
And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
That's right, man. We're patiently waiting. We're suffering, okay, for Yahweh's sake. All right, and we ultimately waiting on that great salvation, man. Because what's the fate of the proud? Death, man. Okay, those ICBM nuclear missiles. That's why I said better is the patient in spirit, man. But go ahead with your precept. We'll grab some brothers' precepts, and those that I called out, we'll continue on with those after. Go ahead, Al.
Con. This is Proverbs 21:16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." All right, and that's literally the mindset of 2/3 of our people. All right, they're not in the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, so therefore they're in the congregation of dead. All right, they don't follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability. Neither do they do anything in this grace period that is pleasing to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. All right, and ultimately, it's mentioned as being the congregation of the dead, being without the law, statutes, commandments. But like the brother said, eventually they're gonna die. From the ICBM nuclear missiles that the Lord is gonna gonna have brought through in the midst of World War III and Jacob's trouble. But you got it, bro.
Yeah, ultimately going into them being spiritually dead, man. All right, they haven't been given that, that breath. Okay,
Breath of life.
That breath of life, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, like the brother brought out. You see, 2/3 of our people don't even know who they are, man. Okay, so they spiritually dead, man. All right, so they're easily swept away by stupid fads and stupid trends. Go ahead, Doc. You want to make a point?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's always Esau. Esau Edom, his most prized possession. Using the media, these different news outlets, social media, using these things to keep the people distracted, man, from what's really going on. Because if you don't give them something to distract themselves with, then what's going to happen? They're going to start, finding more about what's really going on. Perhaps something like the war. There's it's a tool that he uses called propaganda, man. In which he takes that and rolls with it. Giving you what he wants to give you. But I got that word distraction in the online etymology too, if you want it.
Con, hey, you leading me right into the list of things in which we're gonna bring out, because what this devil, like this brother said, this devil will use propaganda and different other forms of deception to navigate the minds of the people, man. All right, and which ultimately gonna lead them to the slaughter, man. All right, go ahead with that definition, Doc.
Kind, this the word distraction in the online etymology. It says the drawing away of the mind from one point or course to another or others. It says if you drop down just a little bit, it says to draw in different directions, a sense of drawing of the mind in different directions, mental confusion or bewilderment.
Real
It
quick,
says, yep.
hey, where are we, man? In spiritual Babylon, man. You see, the city of confusion. You see? Go ahead.
It says meaning of violent mental disturbance, a thing or fact that causes a mental diversion. That's crazy. You got it.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. All right, a mental confusion. You see, that's why Esau has to come out with all of these different trends, games, different iPhones, things of that nature to keep your mind distracted from what's really going on, man. I was just telling a brother, gas, the brother in Atlanta, hey, gas down here went from $2.50 to $4 in a span of 2 months, man. But to the naked eye, hey, Jake didn't even see it coming in. You see? Hey, the average Jake think it just happened overnight. But if you're paying attention, it gradually, went up and up and up. If you're paying attention to the signs, paying attention to the times, paying attention to the war, things of that nature, okay, really, which I got, a certain brother gonna bring out that precept, ultimately being immersed in what? All right, prophecy. Okay, then you will be able to see those things. All right, and I said those things change within 2 months, but hey, the prophet's been preaching things of this likeness for years, man. So when we see it happening, we understand what's happening. Okay.
If I can add to you, again, we've been watching it so long that we noticed the gradualism.
Right.
All right, the people get backing up your point. The people who don't know what the hell going on, they can't even spot the gradualism, and that kind of make me think about that analogy with the frog in the boiling water.
Okay,
You got the frog in the water. If you turn the water instantly hot, the frog gonna jump out. You know what I'm saying? But if you gradually turn the water up on the frog, and eventually he gonna end up cooking himself.
Con. So Hezekiah, I'm gonna get you to get that word, but I see some brothers have some points. I know Nahoya, you had a point that you wanted to make. Go ahead, make your point out, and then I'll come to you, Ahmad.
I just I had that word entertainment or entertain in the online etymology, and it was similar to what that brother Kushab had brought out. But it says entertain online etymology. It says to keep up, maintain, to keep someone in a certain frame of mind. That was the point.
What frame of mind do Esau Edom, the small hats want to keep the people in? All right, he want to keep them in that goyim state of mind, right?
That's
like cattle, man. That's why the scriptures tell you who shall rise, Jake up, man.
Couch line.
All right, Jake is at crouch line. His mind is occupied on stupidity, man, vanity, right? Things that are futile to the plan, man. Okay, of what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has going on in this society. You see? But nah, that's beautiful, all right? Because what's gonna happen if Jake come to their senses? You see? All sorts of revolts, riots, all right, things of that nature. And ultimately is what? This devil knows that from the book of Judith, right? The 5th chapter, he got to keep us distracted. All right. And ultimately that distracted is rooted in sin, man. Distraction is rooted in sin, Salakia, to keep us away from our power, from keeping us from understanding who we are. All right. But you got it, Ahmad.
Con, I got that British circus, but I also had a precept.
Go with your precept, and then we'll get that bread and circus. The brother Bayan also have something on that bread and circus as well. Go ahead.
Con, and just to back up what Bayan said, man, our people so lost in the stuff that's going on, and with the whole frog analogy, but the elect, since we've been keeping up with times and stuff like that, and how prophecies and stuff going on, we being able to see these things. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, and it says, lest Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And from how we see all these things going on with the prices going up, with all these these bread and circuses and the war and all that, we see the things that's going on. We see what Esau is doing to blind, to distract and keep the 2/3 and the rest of the world in the sleep state, you know what I'm saying?
Khan, I'm looking up that word devices real quick. Yeah. This is that word devices in that 2 Corinthians that you just brought out, G3540. It says
Strong's G3540, Naima.
Khan, it says a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts or purposes. Kind of going back into that word that Nahoya brought out, man. Distractions. You see, Satan want to keep you in that confused state of mind, man. It says in the Strong's definition, perception, purpose. It says the intellect, the disposition is self device, mind, thought. I keep you in that docile state of mind, man. I keep you away from the law, statutes, and commandments, the understanding. Mm-hmm. You see? Hey, that's Satan's whole job, man, to try to get you off that narrow path. You see? What your brother can hold that too, man. But Judah Kazak, I know you was holding something, huh? I know he got the word, but we will get that word. You was holding something?
Yeah, I had a quick precept to back up real quick.
You got it, Doc.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 22:3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. When you go in the word prudent, it means wise, and you can basically liken that to elect as the wise, foreseeing the evils. We not, just like you said, that Michael Jackson movie, we ain't really worry about things like that, movies and the gimmicks, stuff that's go kind of blind us, you know what I'm saying? But the simple, they take heed to them things. The movies, what you said, the word escapes me at the moment, the bread and circus and stuff like that. They go get taken them type of things, man. You gotta do it.
Hey, if I could add to you, you mentioned a point, about brothers see all this stuff going on, but brothers know how to handle this shit. All right,
Yeah,
yeah, brothers like Michael Jackson respect the music and all that stuff, but we know the place and time and where to put that shit in its place. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Same thing with the world. Like brothers know that we could go out and have a good time, but we know that the world is strong, so we don't need to really involve a lot of our time there. But we can have our time there, But it's a time and place for everything, just as King Solomon says. But you got it.
And I was, I used that in the beginning just so Jake can understand. Like, hey, Esau he comes in waves, man. If you notice, last month it was something. All right, this month is the whole Michael Jackson movie. Right, last month it was something else. Then it was something before that, and that's just how this devil moves, man. All right, and really, when you start the elder said the best. When you want to really pick up on what this devil is doing, see what he's doing when all of these things come out, right? In the wee hours of the night. Okay. Especially on holidays and different, times of that nature, man. Hey, there's real life shit going on that's promoting the NWO, but he disguises it or basically masks it behind what? Major events, different premieres, right? Things of that nature,
Hey,
And go ahead, Slot.
Salaki, go ahead.
No, you all right.
Hey, for brothers that don't know, I believe we in something right now, and what they call the Feast of the Beast. For you brothers that don't know what that is, it's a highly satanic ritual,
That's right.
that these elites be doing, around this time of the year, you know. But go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna say too much on that. You got it.
And that, for brothers that don't, know about these different, satanic rituals and things of that nature, man, that shit holds very powerful left hand magic.
Right.
All right. That's why,
Hmm.
as I was explaining to these brothers prior to us getting on this video call, man, Salakia, you have grown men, at my job and I'm just using my job as an example, but just breaking out singing Michael Jackson for no reason, for no reason, man. Hey, this devil is putting heavy demons, all right, on 2/3, man, and it being a way of it being this manner, you see. But to the naked eye, it seems harmless. What's wrong with Michael Jackson? It's nothing wrong with Michael Jackson, but what's behind it? You see, it's just him in this. It's just that movie in this particular time period. And I'm not trying to harp too much on that movie because it's not just the movie. It's what's behind it, man.
Right.
Now, you want to say something before we proceed?
No, I just had a precept.
All right, go ahead with your precept, and then we're gonna grab that word bread and circus, and then we're gonna get to that other word, Hezekiah. Or we'll get that first, Hezekiah, and then go to bread and circus. Go ahead now, all you.
Numbers 23 and 23. I'm gonna read in the NLT. It says, "No curse can touch Jacob. No magic has any power against Israel. For now it will be said of Jacob, what wonders the Most High has done for Israel." And then the point is that, that first part, all right? No magic has any power against Israel. And in this day and age right now, this time that we in, you could liken that Israel to the Israel of the Most High, right? Which is the men of the Lord, the believers, right? Um, in a
Hey,
KJV. Go
oh, I
ahead.
was about to say, please read it in the
Yeah.
KJV, Baba Gashar.
Yeah. I had to, bro. I just had to go back to it. It says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob, and of Israel, what had the Most High wrought, right? But there is no enchantment against Jacob, right? And the elect, of course, they can't be enchanted. All right, if you are the elect, uh 2/3 of our people already been got. All right, they already caught up in the psyops and the propaganda and all the things of that nature, all right, of this world. All right, they already got. But as you can see, the men of the Lord, the prophets, we can see through it. What you got it, bro?
It's almost like a lullaby, man. All right, putting 2/3 to sleep. All right, every time you get roused up by something that happened in the world, this devil comes with a lullaby, man, to put you right back to sleep. And these people eat it up. All right, they eat it up, man. So Hezekiah, we can go ahead with that definition, and I'm coming right at you, Ahmad, with the other word.
All right, Khan, this is the word gradualism from off of Google. It says gradualism is the theory that change occurs slowly and steadily over time in small steps rather than in large steps.
Right. And ultimately, those large steps would alert, okay, the intended target that something is going on, man. That's something that's going down. Hey, this devil understands that he would catch major resistance, all right, if he just went out and said, all right, this is the MOTB. I'm finna implement martial law, okay, and this is how it's gonna be. He understand that it's, he gonna meet resistance, okay. Damn near everybody in America is armed, man. All right, and I'm using that phrase loosely, but Jake know what I mean. You see? You want to say something?
Yeah, I just was gonna say, just to add on to you, he basically, has to get people to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? The things right now they're comfortable, right? They're basically, at ease. So he's gonna bring something about change that would make people uncomfortable. But like you said, he's just massaging it in, making it, accessible, making it easy and pleasing in a way to him, but you got it.
Nah, you completely right, man. He gets these people, familiar with different strategies that he's using, right? Ultimately, he's testing these different things that they, plans in which they just pretty much talked about. He's putting those things into action, all right, and using that data to what? Ultimately come down and trap these people. You see? But that was that word. Anybody have something before we proceed to the next
I got a
word?
precept for you.
Go ahead, Doc. You got something?
This Second Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And when you read in the NLT, it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. You got it?
It came out. It came out again.
Oh,
You
Kanye,
know,
I got it. Con.
but it wasn't read in the NLT. That's beautiful. All right. Scriptures tell you that this devil's heart is deep. Okay. Hey, this devil, he's searching out iniquity, man. Okay. He's getting within the intricate parts of iniquity, right? In order to what? To perform it on Jake, man. Okay. All of these different major events are ultimately a part of his plan. Nothing is done spontaneous, all right, or out of order. This devil have a well calculated plan, man. All right, for his
Hmm.
NWO. That's the goal. You see? So even if it looked like, it's not going towards the NWO or whatever the case may be, best believe it's in there somewhere, man. You know? You gonna make a point?
Quick precept.
You got it.
Con, this is St. Luke 22 and 31. Red letters, Yahushua speaking. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. But the point being, Yahushua telling them, Satan desired to sift you as wheat. you know, and that's the ultimately the men of the Lord. All right, we are the ones, we are the big catch, the big fish, you know, that this devil wants, you know, and that Satan is going to use, you know, through Esau, Edom, you know, to try to get the men of the Lord. All right, but again, the Lord is praying for us ultimately at the end, you know.
Kind. All right. Hey, the Lord gave us the blueprint, man. He gave us the eye salve, all right, to ultimately see, you know, what this devil got going on. All right. It's like this devil is moving in you know, in the darkness, but the Lord gave us infrared goggles.
See
All right.
everything.
We can see this. We
Mm-hmm.
can see these things, man, from a mile away.
God.
You know. Go ahead with that bread and circus, Doc.
Khan, this is bread and circuses in the villageidiom.org. It says, what does bread and circuses means? It says the idiom bread and circuses refers to using superficial entertainment and material goods to distract people from real issues and problems. It originates from ancient Rome, where the government provided free food and a stage spectacle to keep the population content and distracted from political matters. And that was the first one. But you want to speak on it before I go down to the second one?
Huh. All right, because you have something that's called psyops, man. Okay, psychological operations, man. You know, these things are staged events, right? And especially with AI becoming more lucrative and deceptive, a lot of these psyops, which you know, it's things in the wind about this whole, you know, false, you know, assassination type thing with the president, man. All right, hey, these psyops are becoming greater and greater, you know. But it said these things are, you know, basically set up, you see, by the government to take your attention away from certain things, man, from what's actually going on. Okay, Jake out here lost, man. Jake is inside of, you know, listening to pay attention to fads and things of that nature when real life shit is actually transpiring right before their eyes. Okay, but ultimately that's the Lord not giving them that power to see these things. Okay, ultimately it's the Lord. You know, this is His way of getting back at 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. All right, go ahead with the second one now.
Khan. It says in the ancient Rome, the emperors employed the strategy of distributing free foods, bread, and it says, and hosting grand spectacle circuses to maintain social order and control the mass. By offering free food and entertaining spectacles, the emperors aimed to divert the attention of the people from political corruption, economic issues, and social unrest. This strategy was a way to keep the public occupied and prevent them from focusing on the more significant problems at hand.
And what are those significant problems that are at hand, man? All right, the downfall of Babylon the Great. All right, the same as, all right, this place is spiritually what? All right,
Sodom and Egypt.
Sodom and Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hey, this place is crumbling as well, man. Just like the ancient Roman Empire, this place is crumbling as well. This place is about to meet its fate. Okay, and what this devil is doing is basically giving you the things in which you showed your interest into, man. All right. Remember, we spoke about this devil heart is deep. You see, he's into the you know, data and analysis and things of that nature. So he knows what you like. He know you 2/3 like what? Drama, you love music, okay, and you into food and things of that nature. So what he's gonna give you? Those same things: drama, music, and food. You see, man, look at it. Two, you know, the biggest, I ain't gonna say the biggest, but two well-known names. All right, he's gonna put them at odds.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he gonna put them at odds. He gonna give you a woman that's obviously a harlot, right? And she comes out with all the, she's like the spearhead of all the harlot music, all right, or one of them, if I might say. Okay, then you know, Edom gonna give you a guy that looks like a, you know, he gonna give you a simp. Give you a fucking simp and throw a monkey wrench in it and let the media go wild. All right. He know you Jakes love drama, man. Okay. Then he come out and give you one of the biggest pop stars, if not the biggest pop star in history. You see, and give him a movie. Come on, man.
Hey,
Go ahead.
and then he go ahead and throw a ASS, a nation temp in there, man.
Oh,
You know, bro, you see the video of the dude just sprinting full speed, you know, through the goddamn metal detectors. And we clearly know that like, bro, come on, bro. We clearly know that was a psyop, you know. As clear as day. But that's all that is another distraction, you know, because before that you had people just constantly complaining about one, all right, this is the war in Iran. You have, and like I want to make this point earlier too, because you said that, you know, it's a lot of jakes that's not just that don't have a clue what's going on. Well, you have a lot of these I don't know if it's the right or the left, whatever, but you have a lot of these Edomites that actually do know what's going on,
that's the
and
left wing.
the left wing, and
Yep.
they actually do know what's going on, and they getting tired of their own people bullshit, man. You know,
If I
calling
may,
them out on it. Go ahead.
that's your what? Your different preppers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That have what? Those podcasts that talk about the different issues, right, and broadcast these different things in which we speak on.
Redacted.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
redacted, perfect, man. Richie from Boston. All right. Damn, I forget that one guy name. Oh, Dabu Seven. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Different guys who this brother is talking about, man. And they pissed off at the rest of the Edomite buddies, man.
Yeah.
You
Hey, if I could add to you, because I believe, you know, me personally speaking as a man, that a lot of them, you know, redacted and, you know, Dabu Seven, that I think a lot of them dudes is bought and paid for. But you have a lot of their subscribers or people that follow them, you know, that's more hip to, you know, what we know, you know, in the things of that nature, you know. But you got it.
because ultimately, man, the Lord is going to using those people, whether they bought or paid for or not, for what? His benefit. And that's what? To give us the information in which we need. All right.
Hmm.
A lot of brothers get they, and I know brothers like Ra'aya, brothers like Uriah, those are just two brothers that I, constantly see posting in the different group chats and things of that nature of people like that. That's really for the elect, man.
Hmm.
Because when you go into these different guys, Canadian prepper guys like that, they spend a whole day going through different news outlets and reporting different news from all over the world, and that's really for the elect. All right, they don't worship the Lord, and really, hey, the Lord don't give a damn about them. If they ain't the elect, the Lord don't give a damn, man. You know, you want to say something?
No.
You got that?
He finished.
You finished, Amant?
He only got a little bit. He got
Kind
one.
of finished it. That was just two details.
Hey, I got a precept to add to what he had too, but you got it, bro.
Yeah,
After y'all brothers go.
he about to bring out a little bit more information on that bread and circus, and then we're gonna grab whatever precepts that brothers have.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just a quick definition, overall definition, dictionary.com. Bread and circus, something as extravagant entertainment offered as expedient means of pacifying or discontent or diverting attention from a source of grievance. And the key word that I see right there is expedient, and that's what America offers, that microwavable, satisfaction, that you receive, So anything that look like it's about to go south in any type of way, they're quick to throw a band-aid on it, which is pretty much the bread and circus, something just to get it out the way for a little bit, keep y'all minds over there so we could just handle this in the meantime, But
Hey, I got that word pacify. It says in the online etymology to appease, ally the anger of someone.
ally.
It says to make peace. Peacemaking. It says to bring to a condition of calm, to restore peace, man. All right. And that's ultimately what this devil want to do. Okay. He wanna bring peace, all right, and basically massage his way into his NWO, which he know it won't be, an easy process, but as many as he can get, all right, in that calm state of mind, all right, the better. Okay. Eventually, we know this devil gonna come out with what? His horns. We know that. He gonna show us why the scriptures call him the devil, man, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. We know that. But as many as he can get under that guise of being that lamb, he gonna do it. Okay. You got a lot of people out here, a lot of you jakes, to hell with the rest of the world. A lot of you jakes that don't understand that this man, the so-called white man, is your enemy. You see, you believe he here for your good, man. And that's why the scriptures tell you, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, man.
Mhm.
Because he's gonna take you, he's gonna get you, and he's gonna implant that MOTB into you, man. You know, go ahead with your precept, Kushab.
Got one for you too.
All right.
God, I'm gonna try to get the point. This is Amos 6:1, and I'm gonna jump down and I'm gonna just read it in the NLT, all right, because it's kind of long, but it says Amos 6:1. It says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came." Right. So when you read in the NLT, it says, "You are famous and popular in Israel, and people go to you for your help." All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 3, and I'm gonna just read in the NLT from here. It says, "You push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer. How terrible for you who sprawl on ivory beds and lounge on your couches, eating the meat of tender lambs from the flock and of choice calves fattened in the stall." And that's that whole bread and circus right there, you know, eating the tender meat, all right, of the flock and the choice of calves fattened in the stall. You know, I could see Jake in my mind right now with a plate of food in their hand, looking at the TV, all right, watching a movie. You want to say something?
Yeah, because when you go into that whole lifestyle of husbandry, okay, or just on being on a farm and things of that nature, the you know animal that you choose to sacrifice, you feed him more, you feed him better than the other animals because you're about to sacrifice that animal. You see,
Hmm.
and that's how these people are, man. All right, hey, this devil is giving you the best of the best right now, fattening you up, okay, just so when it's time that he get the best out of that harvest. You see, you want to make a point of mine before we
Con,
continue?
Con, and what you call them? When you had read about the lambs, and Jake sitting on the couch eating, I was talking to the brother the Shire when he was at work, and when we was going into the food coma, when you eat so much, just like Esau doing, he feeding you that bread, he keep on feeding you over and over till you full, you get into a food coma, and it,
Yeah.
and it's basically put you in a state of sleep, and it's a very heavy sleep that you can't get out of. You know what I'm saying? Like your body is it's like it's just in a coma. It's hard to get up out of a coma, and that's what Esau is doing to the 2/3 right now with this bread and circus. Feeding them, giving them everything that they want, desire, more of the flesh, and then it gets to the point when Jake's become so heavily burdened with that all that bread and circus, they get in a coma state.
Hey, if I could add to you real quick, brother, one thing, we always got to mention is that Esau Edom is a cunning hunter. All right. So a lot of all of these things that always that this devil do, you could make it similar to a hunting strategy that he has, So he has the correct bait for you niggas. That's you niggas is the enemy. You niggas is the prey. So Esau Edom has everything that he needs to have you niggas eating out his hands so he could have you, you know. But that's all I want to say.
Con,
I got
um,
a little more too.
yep, you got it.
This back in Amos 6 and verse 5, it says, "You sing trivial songs to the sound of the harp and fancy yourselves to be great musicians like David, the circus." So we just read in verse 4, right? The bread in verse 5 is giving you the circus. It says verse 6, and let's add to it. It says, "You drink wine by the bowlful and perfume yourselves with fragrant lotions." Bro, is this not Jake, brother? Like, come on, bro.
They say they drink the wine by the bowl full, man.
About a bowl full.
Man, and spiritually, you see, man, Jake so pilt out here, it's crazy, man. Man, Jake
Hmm.
will walk up to you and you don't know what the next thing Jacob say out of his mouth, man. Man, these people believe in anything. All right, and that's how Esau want them to be, believing in anything. You know, man, it's 2026 and you still got people talking about Yahweh and you know Yahshua and shit like that, man.
Tripping.
You still got niggas converting to Muslim.
Hmm.
You know, man, you still got people calling on Jesus Christ after all of the information that's come out, you know, in disproving that that guy is a character, an actual character. That's not a person, that's a character. These people still go out and worship on Sundays, man.
Hmm.
You see, man, they drinking wine by the bowl full. That's crazy. Not by the cup or the glass, but by the bowl, man. You know. But who was holding that Proverbs 17 for me?
I
I
got
got
more,
you.
brother.
Oh,
I
go ahead.
got
Say it
more.
again. I
There's
apologize.
there's more.
There's
It
more.
say
There's more.
yup. Verse 6, it says, you drink wine by the bowlful and perfume yourselves with the fragrant lotions. You care nothing about the ruin of your nation.
What is the
Therefore,
ruin? Slack it. What is the ruin of our nation, man? All right.
mhm,
Ultimately, our heritage, man. Where we come from. Okay. This thing of ours. All right. They don't care about this thing of ours. You see, these people proclaim that they, seeking out where do so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans come from, but they honestly don't care, man. Even if we were to tell them, hey, you're an Israelite, all right, hey, the Lord loves you, and there's a way back into your power, they don't care, all right, because what? They getting full on that Babylon juice. Go ahead,
verse 7, therefore you will be the first to be led away as captives, and suddenly all your parties will end. The sovereign Lord has sworn by his own name. This is what he, Yahweh, the power of heaven's army, says. I despise the arrogance of Israel, and I hate their fortresses, and I will give this city and everything in it to their enemies. And verse 9 is the point. It says, if there are 10 men left in one house, they will all die. You got it.
man, that's heavy shit. And with that, know, come on, man, the Lord say they gonna go first. All right.
Yeah,
And it's hey, that's their just desserts, man. Okay, because what? It said they parties shall end.
yeah,
Man, you out here in a somebody hold that for me. Deshaya, grab that for me. It's better to be in a house of mourning than a house of mirth. You know,
God.
these people are out here enjoying themselves over at the goddamn jazz fest and immersing themselves in vanity. Go ahead now, you while that brother grab that.
Yeah, Salakia. Hey, that precept. I don't know. I don't want to get off topic, but that precept. Y'all brothers been saying to Adrian Bronner,
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Jake and
boss
Jake
stuff.
and that Adrian Bronner spirit, bro. Every
Come
time
on.
you see him, he wasted. Like he out of it. He wasted. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, and that's spiritual because listen, that dude is really a lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really
Hmm.
a lion, but he off that Babylon juice, man.
Uh,
He's fumbling the ball. He's he's broken. Okay.
mhm.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, man. He's been making a fool of himself.
Hey, but he's drinking by the bowl. By
He's
what it
breaking
say?
my ball.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's what he literally, bro.
That man got a
Jake
belly
and
like
that spirit, dude.
Kanak, hey, that's beautiful. You brought that out. Hey, and the Lord to do shit like that just to show you, man. All right, that's the spirit. And look how arrogant that dude is.
Yeah.
Hey, what did it say in that precept about the arrogance?
It says, I despise the arrogance of Israel. The Most High said he despised the arrogance of Israel.
Hey, I remember when that dude first came out, I had a very distasteful disdain for that guy, man. Because of his arrogance, despite his his performance and things of that nature. It was just the arrogance of that dude, and that's how the Lord likens 2/3 of Israel, man. You see? Go ahead with that precept, huh?
Hey, can I make a point real quick?
Yes, sir.
Hey, if I can add to you though, when it says that they will be the first to be led away captives, we can also tie that into them being the first to go get that sea hip too,
That's
you
right.
know, by them loving and partying, loving the bullshit, drinking, having fun. When these things are cut off, as we saw with the test run, you know, when these things were cut off, what did Jake go do? Oh, man, I gotta go get it, you know, with the charagma, right? So when things get to another level, they gonna go run and go get the sea hip, man. You know? But you got it, bro. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, Con. Hey, they did that in the purge, man. You know, hey, those who was partying and shit at them house parties, all right, they were the first ones to get it. Okay? They're gonna be the first ones to get dropped in these streets. Hey, mute your phone. Let me give you an opportunity to speak. They gonna be the first to get dropped in these streets, dropped to be putting first to be putting those camps, right? And first to ultimately get the sea hip. You see? Go ahead, Azari, and make your point.
That wasn't me. I think that
Oh,
was somebody else.
I thought you was about to say something. But
Nah.
I think that was Deshaia.
go ahead, Tashai, and bring that out.
Con, this the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart."
Con. They got more?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, "Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better."
Yeah, ultimately there's a time and place for everything, man. All right. Right now, here in Babylon the Great, all right, aka America, you see, it's not expedient to be in that mirthful spirit, man. That joyous spirit. All right. It's about to be a lot of, excuse my French, but blood, guts, and ass. All right, in the upcoming days. You see, gruesome sights, all right, foul odors, and ultimately destruction. Okay, that's the future of America. All right, and to be in that mirthful spirit, that's not expedient. You should be trying to get yourself right with Yahweh by Shimei Shai. That way you be protected in those days when these horrific things are going on. All right. And that don't mean Jay can't share a laugh, all right, with the Akim and things of that nature. But overall, your whole gate shouldn't be in that mirthful spirit. You out every weekend, all right. You just in that party boy spirit, man. That's not what this thing is about, man. We're in a preparation phase, like I always like to say, man. Okay, you want to say something, Kabak?
No, I gotta appreciate backing you up, bro.
You got it, beloved.
All right, it's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. Redeeming the times because the days are evil. That's straight to the point, huh? Just backing you up, bro. Like the times we're in, man, we gotta redeem the times. To where we gotta prepare ourselves for all hell breaking loose, man. Why everybody G, you know what I'm saying, being caught up with these bread and circus, man. We say that's a quote saying, give them bread and circus, they will never revolt.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as they keep on, you know what I'm saying, be entertained, by those things, they will keep on being distracted, man. But with us, we gotta wake up out of that, man. As the script say, man, knowing the times we in, man, now is a high time to wake out of sleep, man. Our salvation never believe. You got it.
Baba Gashar, can you please read 15
God,
and read down to 17? Baba Gashar.
I got you. It's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah, come. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, now we're in a time where we gotta be circumspect everywhere we go. You know, because they man, evils is all around us, man. You know, everywhere around us is distractions, man. You know that they could take you out of your walk. So that's why, hey, man, we gotta be on our P's and Q's, man. Keep our head on the swivel at all times, man. Was how we do that by hey walking these scriptures. You know, discern the times we're in, man. Cause yeah, it could a lot of G's, man. They could talk about, you know what I'm saying, the drama between Meg Stallion and Clay. You know what I'm saying? They could talk about the Michael Jackson move, but they can't see the times that we in, man, that the structure is near. You know, upon us, man. That all hell is about to break loose. But with us, hey man, we see it. You got it. Go ahead,
It's
Kalai.
beautiful too because I remember a brother put in there, Elder Apostle Tahal. He went into it how these Eves is finna get, basically turn on top their head too, man. All right, hey, the Lord be using things, two and threefold, man. All right, though this might be a way for this devil to distract, but also it's showing too what, hey, that hot girl summer shit that's about to be over, man. I just want to throw that in there too. Okay. Hey, these proud women about to be put down, man. Put low. Okay. Who have what is that? That
They had
Proverbs
they
15.
had one more verse in there too, bro.
Con.
This Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 4. It says, "The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth."
That's right, man. Hey, the heart of these fools are in a house of mirth. You see? In that playing spirit. Okay. And look, we're gonna grab all right, this last precept, we're gonna shut it down. All right. Um,
What verse on now?
well, we'll get these last two precepts that I called. Judah Kazak, grab that Proverbs 17 for me.
Okay. This Proverbs 17 and 24, and it reads, "Wisdom is before him that have understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth."
That's right. All right. Hey, the eyes of a fool are just all out there, man. They're not focused on anything. Okay. When we should be focused, all right, on what? The end of this thing. You see? Despite all of the things in which all right, our people have been through, okay, here in Babylon the Great, hey, you still got people that's just all over the goddamn place. All right. Not focused on nothing, man. Not focused on salvation, none of that. All right. But who is focused? Okay, read it one more time up.
This is the book of Proverbs 17 and 24. "Wisdom is before him that have understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth."
That's right, man. Wisdom is before him that had understanding. All right. And the hopefully elect have that understanding. You see, that's why we're able to gauge the times, see the different, lies and deception that this devil is doing. All right. You want to say something real quick?
No, I had a pre to back you up.
Go
This is First Thessalonians 5. I'm gonna start at verse 5. "Ye are all children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as others, but let us watch and be sober." And I brought that out to back you up. We the children of the light, meaning we got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the things that's going on right now. So we're not like the 2/3 of our people who are caught up in the darkness and can't see what the truth of what's really going on in the world right now. But you got it out.
Knock. We them children of light. All right. Who had that Sirach 39 for me?
I had it.
Go ahead and bring that out, and we'll end it on this Sirach 39.
You said 1 to 4, right?
I'll stop you when I'm ready.
Con. It's a book of Sirach, chapter 39, starting from the top. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditations thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies."
That's right, man. All right, ultimately being occupied in prophecies, paying attention to the times, man. All right, being occupied in the prophecies mean you're on your watch. All right, you're fulfilling your duties as what? As a watchman. You see, and obviously that position was given to whom? All right, hey, the men of the Lord, and that goes to show you that 2/3 of our people are not in that number, man. All right, they ain't watching. They don't know what the hell going on in the Middle East. You see, they don't know what's going on right under their nose, man. Okay, you got shit that's going on right now in the United States. Okay, I just seen something, and I'm gonna keep it real quick. I just seen a clip where all of the price tags in Walmart are being changed to digital now. All right, and these are very simple things in which Jake's supposed to be catching on to, or even asking questions on why is this happening, and Jake don't do that. It's just another day to them, right? But these things are happening right under their nose, and that perfectly back up what that brother Azaria brought out, right? In that First Thessalonians, you see, we the children of light, man. We see these things, okay? We see the things that are done in the dark. All right. But any closing points before we get out of here? If not, Lord willing, this live lesson was edifying, first and foremost to the hopefully elect and those that cling unto the body. Prior to getting out of here, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopefully elect. Shalom.
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 Come on.